Hey guys, it's Curse Mark Reed welcoming you back to Picks on the Bluff's Week 3 coverage of the NCAA season. Now, as you saw last week, we didn't have a Week 2 coverage. I did record an episode, but we had technical issues with my camera. So this week I got a different camera, and hopefully you'll be seeing this. So let's get down to what happened last week. A change in the standings. Our new leader is John Todd. If you follow us on Facebook, you already seen this, or you're a friend with me on Facebook. He is ahead by 1 with 62. Still have a three-way tie for second. Annette Todd, Matt Miller, and Sam Sprout, who fell from the lead with 61. I went up from last. I'm now at 58, and now the last place person is Bobby Sprout with 57. So hopefully I'll keep going up in the ranks. I let everybody have a head start on me, just so, But this week we have a big game. Let's go ahead and get to my picks. And then, because I got nobody else for me again, so here are my picks. So starting out, we have a Thursday night game in Texas. Number 4 TCU takes on Texas Tech. I'm thinking Texas Tech would win, although I picked TCU. I'm thinking TCU will win this. I haven't really watched any of Texas Tech, and TCU, they're a strong team. You can't deny that. Alright, so that's a Thursday night game. Getting to our Saturday games, the big one, Alabama, number 1 in the nation, and number 6, Texas A&M, another in-Texas game. Last year, we had Texas A&M upsetting the national champion Alabama team that would come up across. I think Alabama gets their revenge this year. Alabama still got most of their returning people, and I don't think Johnny Manziel is playing as good as he did last year, and I don't think he'll get many lucky breaks as he did in the game last year. So I'm liking Alabama in this one. Tennessee at number 2, Oregon, who put the smackdown on Virginia last week. I said in the video last week that you get to see that if Virginia was within 2 touchdowns, I would be surprised. They weren't within 2 touchdowns, just say that. I'm going to say the same thing here. Tennessee is within 2 touchdowns of Oregon. I will be surprised. They're not going to be within 2 touchdowns. Oregon's going to lay the smack down. Number 3, Clemson, who gained another spot in the AP Top 25. Got an off week, so we're skipping to number 4, Ohio State at California. I like California in this one. I like California in this one. I just like saying things I don't mean. I like Ohio State in this one. Although I don't know if Braxton Miller is going to play or not, I still think even with that backup in, backup is about as good as Braxton. So Ohio State will win this one. Next up, we got number 5 Stanford at Army. Army has never been good against a top 5 team, or top 10 either. So Stanford is going to win this one. Number 7, Louisville and Kentucky, the Kentucky in-state rivalry. I'm liking Louisville because Kentucky lost to West Kentucky, I think it was, the first week. You can't do that and beat a top 10 team. Although you never know with NCAA. But Louisville wins. Kent State at number 8, LSU. LSU is climbing in the rankings. I'm liking LSU in this one. Nevada at number 10, Florida State. Gotta say something about that new quarterback for Florida State. He's come in, taking the reins from E.J. Manuel, who had a good week 1 in the NFL. Almost beating the Patriots. But Florida State does beat Nevada here at home. Akron at Michigan, number 11 Michigan, who upset Notre Dame last week and gained 6 spots. I'm liking Michigan in this one, beating a lucky kangaroo jumping Akron. Lamar. First time I've ever heard of Lamar. But they're facing number 12, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's just staying right there. Hadn't really well, they moved up, but they're just staying right there in the top 15. I'm liking Oklahoma State in this one. Vanderbilt and number 13 South Carolina, who got upset by Georgia last weekend. I didn't call that upset. A lot of people did in our picking group, but I like South Carolina to beat Vanderbilt in this one. Tulsa at number 14, Oklahoma. Oklahoma really they're gonna beat Tulsa, and that's all I can say about that one. Oh, it's Tulsa. What else is there to say? Number 16, UCLA at number 23, Nebraska. Now, Nebraska says they have a score to settle with UCLA from last year. I don't think they get it done, though. UCLA will win this one. West Michigan at number 17, Northwestern. What can you say much? West Michigan, I don't think they're going to be a West Kentucky here, beating Kentucky. Northwestern wins this one. Number 19, Washington at Illinois. Illinois is, I don't know what I haven't seen much of them. So, going with Washington here. Never know, might get an upset. This is about the top 20. You might see an upset, you might not. Number 20, Wisconsin at Arizona State. It's got to go to Wisconsin. To the back page, we got number 21, Notre Dame, who fell all the way from number 14 last week at Purdue. I would watch this one. There's something telling me to pick Purdue, but I'm picking Notre Dame just to be safe. I can't. Although I'm 5th right now, I gotta be safe. I keep hearing something over there. I gotta be safe. So I'm going to pick Notre Dame. And finally, the last top 25 matchup, the now crowned number 25 Ole Miss, another SEC team at Texas, who got upset by BYU big time last Saturday. That was a shocker to everybody who picked. I'm going to pick Ole Miss, just see if Ole Miss can, hang with Texas. If not, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to pick Ole Miss. I keep spitting. It's like I'm Santa. Alright. And to our quick picks, the rest of the ACC, SEC, not ranked matchups. First off, we're going to start with Virginia Tech at East Carolina. Another tune-up game for Virginia Tech like last week was. Virginia Tech wins this one. LA Monroe at Wake Forest. Wake Forest gets the win here. Wake Forest is looking good throughout the season so far. New Mexico at Pittsburgh. Right now, out of the 3 pickers whose picks I've gotten, I'm the only one that's picked New Mexico. So hopefully I can gain one on everybody. If not, I'm going down in the rankings again. Boston College at USC. I think USC will rebound against Boston College and get a win back. Georgia Tech at Duke. Georgia Tech is 1-1. Duke is 2-0. Although Duke hasn't played really much of anybody yet, I'm picking Duke on this one. Georgia Tech, their option has not really shown me much the past few years. Wagner at Syracuse. ACC gets a win here. Go Syracuse. Maryland and Connecticut. Maryland gets the win here. And to our only 2 quick pick SEC matchups, Southern Miss at Arkansas. I like Arkansas in this one. And Mississippi State at Auburn. I like Auburn. So that's it for week 3 of NCAA. Be sure I have a link up here to check week 1 out. Well, I don't know if it's going to be up here or up here. It'll be on one side of the screen, and then it'll be when I get next week's up, I'll put a link to it. So that's it. I'll see you next week. Comment below on what games you'll be watching and who you think will win. So, Curse Mark Reed signing out. Stay tuned for the NFL.